Okay.
And we're here. We're back.
We're queer. You're going to protect the trans youth. And I'm just a big blue blueberry.
You're not that big anymore.
I'm just a skinny little gusher.
You're like, I'm so big. It's like, okay.
I can't wait. And then honestly,
Well, just wait till your fucking birthday.
You're going to literally be hotter than I've ever been.
You're going to be a big bag of skin.
I don't think so.
No, I don't
what's
think
kind of crazy is Michael. Michael was looking and it's like, he's like, it is actually tightening up. I was like,
I thought it
thank
was.
God. Honey, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I am Bobby.
I'm Jem.
We're here for another week with you faggots.
We're back, faggots.
We're back, you faggots, and you queens.
Now, I recently heard an interview.
Oh, great. We're not allowed to say faggots now.
Basically, it was like some people were like, I just can't do that word. I'm like,
a lot of girls get really upset about it, like fag hags get upset about the word fags.
and it's like, I get it, but it's also like,
we're taking it back.
Move on.
We're taking it back.
And people complaining about the word queer. Like a lot of older guys are like, that's just always been a slur to me.
I kind of feel that way. Like when I hear queer, I'm like,
Oof.
It gives me well, I've grown, obviously. So like, I'm like, okay, well, not physically, honey, mentally.
I like, you're shrinking, honey.
I've grown in a mental capacity to where I can be like, okay, queer. Like I can say that word. But at first I was a little bit like, oh, I don't like that word.
Yeah, you didn't like it. I remember a few years ago.
Don't like it.
While recording even.
We've grown since, well, we've edged.
We've edged.
We were edging queens.
We're riding the edge.
Wow. Yeah. So
last time we recorded.
Time.
When was that? I honestly don't remember.
A week ago.
That's it. Feels like a lifetime.
It feels like a lifetime ago. We went out this past weekend.
Oh, God. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yeah. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
People who celebrate St. Patrick's Day are insane. I'm just going to say it.
Well, first of all,
it's a white drinking holiday, St. Patrick's Day, and they showed up.
And it's America. Like, we're like in America.
So
Like, it's like,
we're not even
we're
Irish.
Just gross. It's
We're not even Irish.
Baby.
And then it's like Cinco de Mayo's coming where you just drink on that day. And it's like every day,
it's like
Memorial Day,
but why?
Labor Day, it's all just white people drinking.
July 4th.
Oh my God, that's the most drinking holiday of all.
Well, that's like that's like the white trash drinking holiday. It's like, let's go get our beers and go down by the river.
They fucking wear their flag shit and just it's like
proud to be an American.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
So we went out to like a bar crawl, and I need to make a comment about my situation. Because I decided that I thought a bar crawl on St. Patrick's Day was going to be full of whores. What I didn't know is that people were going to wear jeans and like green shirts and not short booty shorts with a jock on, high socks.
We showed up like 2 to 3 hours late to the bar crawl and skipped the first two bars because we're old.
Why would we go start at 9?
And I see it was like 11.
I thought it was 9:45. I thought it started at 9:45. Be at Slammers. Then they go. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was
like
11.
No, I think it started really early.
I'm even older than I thought.
No, they actually been to 3 bars, I think, before you. Ew.
So we show up at Rumors. Bobby is in a full whore outfit. Like it looks like he just came out of the Eagle.
I'm pacing outside. I'm like midday too on the sidewalk, looking like a hooker.
You're like, are you here yet?
I'm like, hurry up! I need you to get here.
No wonder now you were like, so you're not coming. You said 1, and I was like, why is he so anxious all the time?
I'm very anxious.
You were
about
a
it.
whore.
I was
you were being
dressed.
A whore.
I was actually like trying to embrace my body and like my life.
It looked good.
Honestly, I looked hot.
People loved it.
Somebody said they saw me and scruffed, but anyway. Hi.
Hey, Scruffy.
I was a little slut. I'll put a picture up of me now. Mm-hmm. So if you're on your YouTube, if you're not on your YouTube, go ahead and check it out.
If you want to,
you might see some cock. Honestly, you could.
I did.
You did.
So we started at Rumors, and
so we're being total whores.
We were in the parking lot.
Met some friends.
Had
a little of this. Had a little of that.
A little of that. A little piffy puff.
A little
for
piffy
you.
puff for me. We met a Russian lady.
We met a Russian lady
who was obsessed with our
She
holidays.
loves American holidays. Yeah. She was trying to figure out she's like, I'm trying to figure out what's happening in American holidays. And we're like, this is just a drinking one.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, is it American?
She's
even?
like, in Russia, we have a holiday to celebrate spring and the arrival of the sun and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, well, we're just drinking
We're just
today.
a bunch of queers in a parking lot.
There's it's not even religious anymore. We don't give a fuck about St. Patrick or Ireland. Like, this is just people wearing green. And we told her about it. We even gave her some green beads. And then she came back later with flowers for us.
Flowers.
From her garden.
Yeah. I didn't talk to her
because we touched a Russian heart.
We did. We're one Russian at a time.
we got to get to Putin. I don't think we can get to him. I think he's
gonna die soon anyway.
I do too.
I'm actually hoping a lot of these old fucks
They
die.
all just get poisoned.
Please
Russia.
poison them. Poison every old man in this country. Sorry.
What if we woke up and tomorrow everyone over 50 in the government was dead?
Well,
It would be the whole government, first of all.
well, yeah.
There's like no one left.
we'd be like,
so what do we do?
wait, and then you have
The
all these other.
lobbyists are like, fuck, now we got to
Well,
get...
no, they would jump in and be like, we have the money, so we're
They're
in
like,
charge.
hey,
Actually, it would
you
be
look like
terrible.
a healthy 35-year-old. We can take care of you. Here's 50 million. Now you just say this.
I'm a puppet. And that's basically
the whole
what
government.
Well, and
is
that's
just
kind of
a
what
puppet.
it is. One big puppet.
We're
pulpit.
watching like one side argue with the other. Like the primaries were yesterday in Ohio.
First of all,
it's like, what's the point?
okay,
Trump's person won. Like of course. Like
I'm sitting here thinking like there's literally nobody running against each other.
Yeah.
Most of the people, and I'm like, I don't know any of these other people, so
Why?
Bye.
Like
I don't know. Like,
every judge was just like unopposed. I was like,
it
why do we have to
was-
vote? Why do
Actually,
we
I didn't
vote?
even see the is the
Like, why are we
result.
voting?
So is this just to get?
On the ballot for November, and then once you're on
And
the
so
ballot,
then
we
that's when
vote
it's
November.
the big time. That's when it's
Trump's Senate candidate won, even though he was on, Adult Friend Finder trying to hook up with young guys. Yeah.
Oh, no, the
into-
Ohio guy?
That's the guy.
Well, good. We like a little queer.
Moreno. He's some businessman from. Basically, he
talk-
owned a car business in Cleveland.
But why are all these rich men faggots? Like that's my
I
other question. Like
know.
closet homosexuals, not just like the cool ones, like the ones that are like lame. Like
well,
girl.
you posted that to be intelligent, you're more likely to be gay.
And I'm wondering if that's really a true statement. Like maybe a lot of people who are smart just want to suck a dick, but
But they're afraid.
Society.
Yeah, but society.
society has ruined it for us. Now,
Okay.
so yeah,
So we went
did,
there, then we went out to
And
another
then-
bar, then another bar. We skipped several other bars.
and then I was blackout and I had to go home.
And then it was 7 p.m. We're at AWOL and we're like, well, there's no one here.
We were all kind of doing like
There's
this
no
whole.
one
You
here.
like you did a fuck. You were trying to do an Irish goodbye, like a St. Patrick's Day goodbye,
wasn't.
but also you're like, oops, I hit.
I did fuck up. I was looking to see if there was a surge and how much it would cost and all that. I didn't realize
All of a
I
sudden he's
pressed
like,
confirm.
oh, my Uber's here. And
I was like, select Uber X because I just wanted to see how much.
Like-
and then I'm like, do. And then my phone's
Mid-conversation.
like, hey, your Uber's here. I was like, wait, what?
And if you canceled, then you'd be charged, right?
So I was
you're like,
well,
fuck it,
I don't see that we're doing anything anyways.
Honestly,
did you
it was-
stay?
No.
Yeah, I figured. I was like,
no.
You've been drinking for
I
8
went-
hours.
No.
Like, why would we stay there?
No, I was in bed by 10. Actually, probably 9:30.
I as well.
So no offense, but
I came
like,
home, went on a long walk to Dairy Queen with Matt. Came home.
Now that is
That was like a
interesting.
2 to 3 mile walk. I was dead. I was mentally dead. I also ate like a Chipotle burrito on the way because I was hungry.
Well, she didn't mention that part
I was
when I heard the
hungry,
story.
even though I
earlier.
had almost an entire Slammers pizza. Remember that?
Oh God! Oh,
Yeah.
remember you guys were making
Remember
fun of me because I was like,
that.
"I'm full. We can't eat," and you're like, "That was just a fucking." Everybody was yelling at me because they were.
so much Slammers pizza.
I know, but people,
Michael
you
followed
all were
suit.
saying,
yeah.
Yo,
Michael was like,
all
another
of you
piece,
guys
but I
were
got
like,
another piece. Michael got another piece. I got another.
I probably had like 6 or 7.
Oh, no,
6
I
or
put
7.
15.
Oh, we saw Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow showed up at Slammers.
All of a sudden, Jim was like, "There's a straight person." I'm like,
I was like,
"Who?"
"There's a bunch of straight guys here," and I like recognized him, but didn't.
And I looked and I go,
no one
"That's
else
Joe
was
Burrow."
looking but me. By the way,
I know.
everyone would have missed him, and I was like, "Who's this straight guy?"
And I was like, "Joe Burrow."
Also, why was he there? But
to hide?
I think he was like,
Because he wanted-
lesbians won't recognize me. It's like, honey,
Honey, they're the first to recognize
first
you.
of all the gay guys want to fuck you, so don't go to a
AWOL.
gay bar.
Well, go to AWOL in the front
Can
and just
you
kind of
imagine
oh
if
my
you were in the
God.
barracks with his shirt off and we're all just like, "Hey Joe, Daddy Joe."
His face is so
I
cute to
know.
me. Like his body, his
looked
dick has got to be
good.
pretty.
It's pretty.
It's got to be pretty.
I'm
It's
not
gotta be,
saying it's
I'm not
the
saying
biggest
it's
you've
big.
ever seen.
No, it's not. It's a very full
And
average.
you know that we could easily figure this out by finding
Just-
people
yeah, I
in the
have.
press and people who
You know, you
have-
can easily find out by just looking at him in his white football pants. You can always see the dick print. Yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't.
Just Google it. Dick prints are us. So we had a great St. Patrick's weekend. Like,
You did something
I mean-
Sunday. I didn't. I stayed inside
So-
all day Sunday, other than a walk.
well, so we
Stayed
were
inside.
like, Michael's like, "Do you want to go on a walk?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Do you want to go on a walk, like, and go stop, maybe up and have a beer?" And I was like, "Okay."
Yes.
So I was like, "Okay." So we started walking, and then I was like, "He's like, Bermuda," and I was like, "Or AWOL."
this bitch.
But here we are in AWOL. With
Hours
4
later,
people.
you're still at AWOL.
No, so yeah, it's just
It's turned into that.
It's just turned.
I texted you at like dinner time, and you're like, "We're somewhere else now." You were somewhere else.
No, I was at Cabins. Like
Yeah,
all of a sudden we're
Cabins.
like,
I was
"This
like,
is boring," and it's like,
Cabins.
wait, and then yeah,
the
it was
same
really
bars we did the day
bizarre.
before.
Yeah, basically just.
That's gay life though in Columbus. Like
Showed
there's
back
nowhere
up.
else to go. So what are you gonna do?
However, I forgot to tell you. Do you remember the hot guy Dylan that sat by us at Slammers, and you were like, "Here, sit over here," and he was like really cute, and he was sitting next to Michael.
Yeah, with the
Ugly.
other the
Too
ugly
weird.
couple.
The uglies.
I mean, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
They were like staring.
A spade.
They were like.
I was still trying to decide what it was.
The whole time they were like the non-binary
I just
one
don't
plus
know.
the guy.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what
was like,
each other sees in each other. And
yeah,
I know,
like gamers. I'm like,
yeah, maybe.
I was like, I can't tell like why you guys are attracted to each other.
It's more like Dungeons and Dragons, yeah, like DOD, Dad.
I don't even know.
D&D.
D&D. Dungeons.
They're listening to D&D podcasts. They're jerking off to Dungeons and Dragons.
Fuck this fucking wizard staff.
Oh God, my wizard sleeve.
The guy next to them was cute.
So he was cute. So when I was at Kevin's, some guy walks out of the bathroom.
I hope he waited. I hope he asked about me.
Well, he goes, hey, and I go, hey, because I'm not really impressed with people a lot when I'm out. No offense.
You know, I can't even believe you remembered him.
I go, oh, hey. And he's like, hey, I saw you. We were sitting by you yesterday. How's it going? And gave me a hug. And I was like, oh, it's going great. Like, I didn't really even talk to you, but okay. And then he's like, I'm Dylan. And I'm like, I'm Bobby. He goes, I love that name. And like grabbed my hand and then he like left. And I was like, the fuck?
He wants to fuck.
He wants to fuck. And this is what semaglutide does for you. So...
This is what being gay does, is someone being nice and introducing themselves, we think they want to fuck.
Well, and they don't. And it's fine. And honestly, I don't think I want to fuck him.
Yeah, that's why I don't really remember.
No, he's cute. No, he's very cute.
I have something to admit. I don't think I really remember you unless I think you're hot.
I was half a virgin.
Like, do you know how many people I'm like, fuck that name? Like, I don't need to know that one. It's so bad.
That is bad.
I catch myself all the time where I'm like...
I remember people by like what they look like, so I'll be like, oh, big nose? Which is terrible. Because
I will too. I'll be like, he has a limp.
Oh, fat fuck? Yeah, no.
If you have a limp, I'm remembering. I'm always like, limp.
We call it like the beer guys, the bucket boys.
The bucket boys.
Yeah, like
we only remember
honey.
them because all they do is drink buckets.
Literally, they're always carrying a bucket.
They're always
it's like Jack and Jill on the hill, but these boys are always having a bucket.
These boys have cirrhosis. It's like, goddamn. And then Gary or one of the bartenders is like, they're my really close friend. I'm like, no, they're not. They're just here all the time getting drunk.
They're spending money at your bar.
They're not your friend. They're just here drunk and no one else wants to talk to them because they're an alcoholic, so they don't have anyone in their life. That's and that's the tea.
And that's the tea, and that's on God. And hopefully, one day they'll meet somebody and they don't have to go to the bar anymore or whatever.
This is just a fact of life.
Well, the fact is, we all suck.
After you're out of college, your drinking friends are not your friends. Like, I just have to say that. Like, there's so many people, even in the Dart League, where I'm like, you're not really friends with them. You just see them at the bar and get drunk.
So
that's it.
It's true.
Hey, I see them every week. I'm like, yeah, but you're just drunk. You don't know anything about their lives on the other days.
God. You see them at Home Depot, you're like, oh, hey.
Oh, no, I'm in that mood again.
Oh, she's getting angry. Well,
it's the artificial sweetener.
Well, let me. Do we want an update on?
Yes.
Let's do an update really quick on somebody we talked about before, and it's not who you think.
I can't wait.
It is our sweet girly from Nickelodeon, Miss Amanda Bynes.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that.
For those of you that follow me, I am no longer wearing wigs. I'm wearing extensions. I bought some extensions on Amazon. These are them. Unfortunately, they're ratting up, like they're getting matted at the end. So I'm going to buy new extensions and get those installed as soon as possible. But I really like wearing extensions over wearing wigs. The wigs were just too much for me. So for now, I'm rocking extensions again, and I just want to let you guys know because I had posted about wearing wigs and now I just don't feel comfortable wearing them anymore. I hope everybody's having a blessed night. Bye.
What's wrong with her?
What is
why is she
happening?
dead in the eyes? She's dead in the eyes.
I just want to let everyone know so that you don't think I'm not. We don't give a fuck about your hair,
Amanda. No one.
We're more worried about those
Honestly,
eyebrows.
if we never heard from you again, we wouldn't notice. Like,
honestly,
I'm more concerned when you do post.
I'm more concerned about those eyebrows, girl. Like I don't know. We need to work on those before you do your hair. Oh, I got something
what's
to say.
going on with her? Do we think she's
sometimes I
mentally
feel so either she's mentally incompetent and was just a really good actress, or she is on lithium, and there's nothing
she's
else.
On she's so fucking
she's so flatlined. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna wear wigs anymore, so I thought I would tell you because I said I was going to. And now I got these on Amazon, and I was like, "Hi, do you remember you used to make movies? Like,
do you remember your life before this? You had a whole show called the Amanda Show,
right? Do you remember when you were?
Do you remember how racist it was?
And I've heard, and remember,
I used to watch it and love it.
There's a whole documentary out on this whole situation though right now about the guy who produced those or something.
The creeper.
He was a creeper. Yep.
And this is why
Amanda's the way she is. This is why she's on lithium.
I think
she
it
was
has
abused.
to be lithium. You're right. Like, it's something weird.
And then it's almost like she's being coached too.
It's like, Amanda, talk about your extensions.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, goodbye.
I mean, her eyebrows look like bugs. Like, it looks like a little roly-poly shape.
It
like,
looks to me like a big flattened caterpillar on her
Yes,
head, and it's like,
exactly.
girl, like first of all, and they're like cut off on the ends though. It's like I don't know.
I don't know who's drawn those on.
Also, can we go ahead and just get that heart removed right now? I mean, girl,
on the
it looks like
fucking
shit.
cheek. It's like
burnt in too. It's like she's always red and rosy.
remember
it's
when
like,
she
girl,
had the stud things in her cheek too?
Yeah, she's
Like,
and I'm not
through
trying
a
to
lot.
judge
She's
people.
been through a lot.
Go do your nails, girl. Go do your nail school.
Yeah, we don't
Nail
need to
tech.
have the long flat across. Like, it's just
But now we probably need to learn more about our eyebrows and our just in general
our mood,
appearance.
our affect. We need to learn
how to speak again.
How to speak again.
I wonder. Do you wonder? No, because there are some really fucking weird actresses out there and actors where, like, when they're their real selves, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
and
like-
they play these roles, and you're like, how are you the same person? And it's like they're kind of
It's like, oh, you're
crazy.
fucked up. Yeah, you're actually crazy.
I think you have to be a little like Drew Barrymore.
I've read about Jake Gyllenhaal being absolutely insane.
I could
Like,
see him being-
staying into roles and like he's weird about it.
Oh, I've heard that too. He's a
he'll,
method
like,
actor.
eat-
Yeah,
like it's
like Heath Ledger. That's why they did so great in Brokeback Mountain. Talk about a romance. Talk about a forbidden romance. I'm sick of the
I
forbidden.
forgot about that movie.
Let's just go ahead and open the forbidden up.
Yeah, you're ready to open some forbidden things up.
I'm about to open the forbidden fruit ASAP. And that's all I'll say about that. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a year, but it's going to open.
My God.
I'm ready.
You're such a dirty freak.
I'm a whore.
Okay, I have a question about this. How does someone get crabs? This is something we briefly talked about. You know, I joked about having crabs, and you thought I was serious. And I am hairy enough that I could probably have crabs, but I just don't really get it. I'm kind of like, where do they come from? What are they? Are they cute?
How are you letting them just like,
Can you keep them as pets?
can you see them? Like, can you see them?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Like little,
Like, wouldn't you look down and if you could see them, you would see them. I mean, you think
like
you'd
little
look down
white
and see
specks
them.
or something kind of like lice?
Let's Google a picture. What do they
Oh,
look like?
yeah. Let's look at them.
I have no idea.
I just feel like in this day and age, just
STD
shave your shit
crabs.
then. Like, I don't understand why we would even have crabs at this point.
Oh, they're pretty tiny. Okay, but like, oh, you can see them.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Oh god, that was so sick.
Wait,
Look at how they look. They have muscles. Oh,
wait,
that's-
I need you to look up a penis with it. Just say like crab's penis.
oh, they're oh,
There they
oh god, they're not that small. You would see that. You should see that.
Oh, that is.
Oh god, they have them on the eyelash.
Like, no offense, but I'm not fucking anybody if I look like that.
Can't see that. and
Here's
you
the.
can't
This
tell
is why I
that
don't
you
go to dark
have
rooms.
that.
This is why I don't go to dark rooms. This is why New Orleans we don't go to dark rooms because crabs hang out in dark rooms. That's where they fucking hang out.
But I was in the dark room at the Toronto bathhouse.
Well, and that's where the crabs are. But you don't have them, and that's the good news. You just have jock itch, which
no,
can be
I don't
worse.
have that either.
Oh.
Thank God.
No, that can be
I've
really
had
hard
that
to get rid of.
before.
Yeah, it's
I had it
not
as a
cute.
teenager because every teenager apparently.
Yeah, well, you're gross.
Yeah, teenagers are.
Can I
gross.
say something about crotches though?
Yeah.
I have a new thing.
Okay.
So do you know Harry's the brand of deodorant? It's like
Wait, the Razor brand?
yes, but they have.
They also have deodorant.
I think it's Harry's. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's very natural. There's no aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. It's like
There's no aluminum. What I've been doing is I have a ball deodorant now,
oh wow.
and I just put it like in
Matt
the
would like
creases,
that.
sort of. Like
yeah.
I have never been more fresh in my life. Every day I'm
I
like,
need that because it's like 10 hours after a shower.
no,
I'm like,
and that's
what's
terrible,
this?
right? You're like, ooh, girl, like fuck. And
Why
then
is my crotch already?
I need to be ready to go, and maybe there's a little musty, but I want to have that hint of like
I'm
smelling
buying that.
mountain.
I need that.
I think it's more like you just
Especially
don't want
with
to get
summer coming.
Well, I don't think you want to get like a crazy one, like an antiperspirant with all this stuff.
That's
Like, you don't want
what
to get.
Matt was spraying down there, and
No,
it was like
it'll burn. You need something that's like natural, sort of, and like just kind of will get the edge off of it. And I'm telling you, my privates have never been better. Lately.
This sounds like a commercial for Harry's. My privates have never been better.
Or speaking of the crotch area, I just have to make a shout out to Eric at Bulge Band.
Thank you, Eric.
Bulge Band is literally,
A blessing.
it's something I always looked up. I had like a long conversation with him, and I think I probably creeped him out a little bit because I was like, yeah, guys just like to show their dicks. And I was like, oh, I'm getting like horny. But he's gay. He's a family
Okay,
member.
I was like, well,
Well, I was like, he's gonna
look what
listen
he
to our-
does. Like,
Well, he's gonna,
he
I
loves
know, well,
cock.
right? He's
He
like,
loves
I
cock.
think about 80% of my. I'm like, okay. This band, though, I found it searching because I really wanted to find a band that would help when you're wearing like your Speedo. Or your,
before my bachelor party, we needed these.
We needed, yes, because the cock ring's too tight.
It's too tight and it hurts.
It hurts.
And it pulls the hair. And it just is like, I mean, it's hard to get off and they work. I'm not going to lie. Like
they work, but
then
hurts.
like I'm in a Speedo and my dick is like basically I'm showing off an erection.
It's too much.
Yeah, like I don't want to show off an erection because there's not much to show, but I want to have a little fluff, a little something. I want them to imagine a big cock.
It's like you said it best to a lesbian. You said it's like a push-up bra for our
you're right. I said that.
You did.
It is. It's like, tell Eric. He can use that.
Eric,
I don't care.
It's a push-up bra for your balls.
Because women know what that it's like. Like they don't always want to have their titties hanging down to their waist. Sometimes they want them up and
perked.
Right.
We want them up and out.
We want our balls and dick up and out.
But soft.
But stay soft.
Because you can stay soft because it's not going to like tighten so hard you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, like.
But it also can once you get hard. So it's like the same thing, but it just gives you a little bit of like a little play.
I think people need Bulge Band.
So yeah, shout out to
Bulge
Bulge Band.
We'll
put
penis, a link. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you have a penis, you'll thank us. I promise. And it's very inexpensive. And Eric,
comfortable.
Eric will hook you up. Maybe we can make our own.
Like you can wear it all day and you don't even remember it's on.
Maybe Eric will let us make our own. And we.
I want to have a customized Bulge Band.
Yeah, like one that we can.
I want him to measure around me down there.
So do I.
See if it like.
Eric, send us a picture of your cock and you.
Thanks,
Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Bulge Band.
We love Bulge Band.
We really do.
I wrote down something, but I like.
Well, do you
don't know what it means.
Okay, let's read it. Let's go through it.
Because I don't remember what it means.
Oh my God.
Okay, I know what this means. So I wrote down this thought. I was like, you know how Ozempic is kind of expensive for losing weight. Like, I mean, look at you.
Look at me.
Like it absolutely works, but it's like you're gonna spend money on it. You got to look good, honey. But then I realized I'm also spending money like out the ass to get in shape. Because like a personal trainer for 8 sessions a month, and this is not on the expensive end, is $600. $600 a month.
That's basically
for 8 sessions. I'm like, so that's twice a week. That's
and you have to work.
And you have to go work. So I'm like, I'm not sure it's real. I'm like, so which really is more? And then plus the gym membership if you want to go on other days.
So 6 months, we're probably paying the same amount.
And that's what I'm concerned about. And that's why I'm like, why
I can also
am I not
work
on Ozempic? Right.
Well, there was a big special that Oprah just had about it, and like it was a very serious conversation. She talked about it because she's like,
she's definitely been on it.
She admitted it finally. She was being a psychopath. And then
was she never admitting it?
But then she's like, yeah, because people are actually really shameful on it, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm semaglutide proud, bitch. I will fucking rock my semaglutide until the day I goddamn die.
And you might have to.
And I probably will, because I'll probably just get fat if I stop, and I can't stop now. And now. I mean,
it's just one big cycle.
It's gonna be one big cycle in my life. I just gotta be hot. That's
because if you ever do stop it, you slowly will be like,
well, and you know, maybe at some point, maybe if I'm on it long enough, my stomach shrinks enough and like stuff like that, and I maybe have some better.
Maybe you'll permanently damage your stomach and you won't be able to.
No, but like I'm saying, like,
I know.
Anywho,
maybe you'll burn out your pancreas and get diabetes.
So you. Stop.
I'm kidding. You won't.
That would have already happened. Maybe.
Yeah. No. And no, it won't. It won't happen. Ben.
Look at me. Look at
me. Yeah. Like if you didn't have diabetes at this weight, you're not getting diabetes later.
First of all, like, I know my blood work has always been great.
Always
watch. I'll probably have bad blood work now. Watch. You fucking watch.
Really?
It'll be like, oh, your cholesterol. I'll be like, what? Just because I'm getting skinny. Oh, well, I'm just saying.
Although my cholesterol is terrible.
Yeah.
It's familial. Like I'm fucked. I'm going to have a heart attack in 5 years.
I just hope it's not near me because I'm not good at resuscitation.
Yeah, you're not going to be good.
It's not going to be good.
You'll be like,
I'm like, oh my God. God, somebody help him.
Oh, wake up, Jim.
Oh my God, Jim, eat my pussy.
Just imagine you actually saying, though, that part, like the real part, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I could hear it. And I'm on the ground like, it's the last thing I hear before my soul escapes my body.
Imagine if I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's like you're supposed to calm them down and let them go peacefully, but Bobby's just screaming around me.
Just let go. It's okay.
You'd probably be like, I'm like choking instead of the high. Like you're like,
did I get added to any of the insurance policies?
You're like,
save them.
What's your passward? What's your password
actually,
to your Chase account?
That's kind of important, though.
I'm kind of worried about. I need to make a list and hide it from Matt because, like, if I go, because my neighbor across the street died, and then his wife has had to like. It's so annoying to get all the passwords.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to go to
it's kind of crazy.
And they're like weird. They won't give you something.
Well, because it's like privacy acts or something. I think there should be some kind of rule, like if you have a death certificate and you're legally married or
right. Like I'm pretty sure that should be allowed.
You need to break me in.
No.
Oh God, where's? Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It's so fucking big. Pair her up. Okay, voicemail.
Pair
that was
that
actually
pussy up.
very, very
Echo Show.
Echo Show.
What is Echo Show?
It's the Echo Show downstairs.
What's that?
The Amazon Echo.
Oh. I don't have
Oh,
that.
I have Google. I do Google.
No,
Sorry.
We have an LG TV that we don't need that.
I hate LG. Oops. And I hope I used to have them.
Not my OLED, honey.
Well, that's true.
Hey guys, this is Michael Q here in New York City. So I just found your podcast and so glad I found it because I am originally from Columbus, Ohio. Specifically Urban Crest, which is kind of near Grove City.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Want to say what's up? I'm so glad I found you guys. I love hearing the stories about old stomping grounds. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I bet you don't miss it.
So two things. One, the last episode you mentioned the huge amount of a National Guard and the extra police force that's happening in the subways. And yes, it is alive and well. It is unnerving. It makes me think that there is some major national disaster about to happen. It is a little unnerving. It's a little weird. So they don't check everyone's bag. And then two, I think one of you or both of you mentioned that you're visiting New York City in a couple weeks. And I want to let you know that, of course, there's a lot of shit happening here, lots of fun things happening. One of the great things that happens here is there is a Thursday bear happy hour. It floats around to different bars and Hell's Kitchen, sometimes in Chelsea, sometimes the Lower East Side, but it's from 5 to 9 p.m. every Thursday. So if you are in town, would love to hang out on one of those fun bear happy hours. So that's about it. Love you guys. Love the podcast. Peace.
Okay, I love Michael.
Thank you so much for the call, Michael.
What?
Michael, message me on Instagram because I'm going to be going to the Bear Happy Hour because I did look it up and I did look up our flight. And me and Michael, will be there. I don't know where it's going to be because we're going to be on time.
So you have to find the group to find the bar that's going to rotate.
I added them on Instagram as a whole group. It's kind of like underground, but I don't know if I still fit in.
You do.
I do. I'm still a bear.
You can't be a tweener. It's terrible. Trust me.
I'll never be a tweener with this
They're
face.
Like, you're I was like, I used to be this, but I'm like too fat to be an otter. But I'm like,
no, you're not. You're a full otter.
Okay, yay.
You are a full otter.
I didn't think
you're not fat. Like what the fuck?
Not anymore.
You're not fat. You're not fat. You might have a little bit of fat. You might be a little chubby.
I have a belly.
But it's not fat. It's not even husky. It's like you're just kind of, you're a human. You're
the rest is malnourished.
You're a mid-30s faggot. Like, it's fine.
I'm just kind of a dad, maybe?
That's exactly what it is. It's a dad bod. But that's
stepdad bod.
Which is better.
Okay.
Because it's not blood.
Well, I wonder if they have a rotating stepdad party at a bar.
I mean, they might.
You would fucking love that.
We
would go.
Listen, if they
would go, especially if it's straight.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, oh, so you're a stepdad.
Oh, same
here.
here.
I met my girlfriend.
Yep.
She already has 3 kids. Like,
same here.
All right.
Hey, you ever jerk with your buds?
Need any help? We show up. We're like, yeah, we love kids, but you know what we really love?
We love jerking
Sucking
off.
cock.
Yeah, we really love just to hang out with the boys.
Have you ever heard of a bro job?
That's exactly what we would be doing. We'd be like, we've never done this before.
They're like, you blew me last Wednesday.
That's literally my favorite line.
You actually blew me last Wednesday, so
I'm kind of nervous. I've never done.
To be honest, I can't wait to pull the line of this is our first time to PV in May. Like me and Matt, I'm doing it all. I'm just gonna be on Grindr with our picture, and I'm gonna be like, first timers. Yeah, they're like, let me show you everything. I'm like, okay, but I've never been.
The welcoming committee, so. With all, there's all now. If you don't know what a welcome, I'm gonna explain to you a welcoming committee.
Oh my fucking god! I forgot you said this.
Yeah. So every city you go to, there's always a couple. There's a person. There's a place.
Sometimes there's a group of 7 friends.
Right. It depends on what it is, but you're gonna get bombarded by them because they are the welcoming committee of that city. So they'll be like, "Hey, oh my god, you look different." And it's like, "Oh wait, yeah, I'm not from here. Where are you staying? The Hilton? Oh my god, you should come to this bar." I go there. Literally, we do this in Raleigh, and first of all, don't trust what you see on the pictures because honestly, you can't judge mannerisms and you can't judge like quirks and ticks.
No,
and
it can look like the most hot jock bro
and then it's
ever.
Like, hey! And you're like, oh.
It's like, I just got back from the Atlantis cruise. And it's like, okay.
It's true.
Yes, you did. You're still tweaking.
And you're still tweaking, and you're still, you still look like shit.
I know.
And so, like, but you have these welcoming committees anywhere you go. So, like,
we
sometimes
saw
when
some
you
of them
in New Orleans,
on Saturday, New Orleans, we
in New
definitely
Orleans,
saw
we saw
them.
the Columbus ones. Yeah, it's the ones
Columbus
that go
one,
to the bar crawls.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
If you call yourself the girlies and you head to AWOL every Saturday,
You're the welcome committee because you're going to find any fresh trade that comes in town. Then you're going to start passing them around to your friends to see which one likes them. And then you figure out where the orgy is and you get fucked and put on your OnlyFans.
And I'm going to be honest, when I moved back to Columbus in like 2014,
you had the welcoming committee.
Yeah, and I tried to date someone from the welcoming committee, and it was really terrible because like they all knew what was going on. They all knew I was being played by this one welcoming committee member. And like he would like joke with them even when I was around, like make a joke, and I would be like, "What was that?" And it was like a private joke that they couldn't explain, or it was an inside joke.
Oh, that was from 2009.
And like, they'd be talking about all the guys that they both all shared and all fucked, and then like his friends would hit on me while I'm out, and I'm just like, I can't tell like, and it obviously wasn't real. After like 6 months, I was like, this is just so fucked up that you all know each other. You've all fucked each other. You've all had the same boyfriends.
It's tough.
It's the welcoming committee.
The welcoming committee.
But like when I was new to the city, I was like, they're going to show me
can
around.
take
They're like, come
advantage
to
of you.
Axis,
Yeah.
come to Union. We're going to the Zeno's bar. We're going here. And I'm like, okay.
And then you're part of the crew, but are you?
You're not.
You're not. You're being tossed around like a bag of trash, just trying to make your way through your new city.
Pretty much sums up my life.
Well, no, you've definitely made an impression on this city. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Yeah, it's like the cock. If it's coming from here, it should go to here. You're
Peronis.
oh my God, fucking Peronis.
I mean, some people have that curve.
Peroni cock in the wild. Like all I see are online pictures. I want to see one like come out of the pants, and it's just like.
I'm like scared of them.
It's like, are you making a U-turn there?
What's happening here? Are we going backwards?
Like, so when you fuck me, is the curve going in my ass or is the tip going in my ass? Or do you need to climb side? Like, are we going to fit together like a Tetris piece?
Are you going to sit to the side a little bit and fuck me this way? But then, like,
are we scissoring or what? How is that cock getting inside me? That's all I'm worried about.
And that's usually what I'm worried about in general. So I'm tight.
And because I have dry mouth.
It's your nightmare, sandpaper mouth.
Sandpaper mouth is my nickname.
Don't wear it out. Anyway, I don't know what we were talking about, but that's that.
The welcoming committees. And we're talking about you being in New York and being welcomed by the welcoming committee.
I'm going to be on the welcoming committee, and I can't wait. Because in New York, it's a hot welcome.
But when you think about it, in New York, there's so many welcoming committees that it doesn't fucking matter.
There's also so many visitors.
I know, so it's like
everyone's a welcoming committee. It's a free for all.
This person, I want to know more about Michael. Like,
so Michael, I want you to message me because
tell us, would you ever come back to Columbus, and how bored would you be? Could you imagine like going out in New York City all the weekends and then coming here and being like, so Union?
It just
and it's like 10 p.m. at Union. You're just like
life. It is such a different life.
It's endless things to do.
Can't
endless
stop.
pop-up.
I can't.
Concerts. Endless DJs. Endless. It's like sex clubs. Endless
food.
Grinder. You every time you open a
Cigarettes.
sex app, it's new people. Every time.
I can't.
Every time.
Everybody with an
you go on
addiction probably
Sniffies.
moves. Oh my God.
You don't even have to leave your building.
No.
Like you could leave.
You live right
your
by the
block
Hilton.
Would just have endless.
I mean, endless. It's going to be interesting to say the least. Speaking of New York, I do want to give a shout out to The Miz. I did mention this before, but I want to say, like, this bitch is like, I wrote him. I said, I am just so proud of you. Like,
I know, I love it.
He started this thing called Sob Parlor. He was just on Fox News last night. Because they were making fun of him. They were making fun of it, obviously, because
the woke liberals are crying.
Right, they're crying now in New York City.
It's like, well.
So I just wanted to shout out to him and say I'm really proud. I'm sure Jim has his own opinions, but I'm sure he's very proud.
No, I think
it's great that you're turning your emotions into something positive for people.
Right. I think it feels good to cry. Like sometimes you need to cry.
Sometimes you got to cry.
Sometimes you need to watch All of Us Strangers and just sob.
I still haven't done
I did that last week.
I also heard of another thing that's really sobby on Netflix. All of Us or Us. Not All of Us. You just said that.
About Us?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like you're. Oh my God.
I can't do any more
I'm ready to have
movies.
I'm ready to have. Oh, it's a straight one, but it's supposed to be really sad. I'm ready to have my heart ripped out.
I'm ready to have my RIP moment.
I'm ready to get my heart back in. I actually thought of I'm gonna have to tell you about a
softie.
No, softies when you lose weight.
They are softying. The softie is softying.
They're there.
Like they're all the way there.
I also have new underwear that I'm going to show to the people. Maybe.
What the fuck?
Well, I got on Amazon.
I need new underwear too.
No, they're like interesting. We'll talk about it in a second. Maybe they'll be my sundry. I gotta get a little. I gotta feel
fluffed.
Yeah, I gotta try to get horny here for a second. Just like a moment.
Let me think of something hot.
Like, oh,
dads.
I already know what I'm thinking of. Okay, so
Oh,
also
yeah. That works every time.
every fucking time. Last night I fell asleep thinking about it. Yep.
God, I want it so bad.
Dreaming. Okay, like I have something that I have something that I don't want to say.
Oh,
What I want to say is, if we're going to talk about welcoming committees, we're going to talk about all these apps. I might as well just say this. This was going to be my sundry, but I've just got to say something. When you're on Grindr and you're going through these fucking people, this is literally 2 in a row too. They were in the
what
same
is
block.
this?
Bored. When you write bored on your profile,
let me see these people. I don't even recognize them.
first of all, I don't even know.
Don't know him.
He looks like he's
looks-
a misfit. He's not cute, but he
this-
tries. Right.
Gay as fuck is all I'm
Right.
gathering from that right there.
What I'm gathering is that you don't want us to see anything. You're going to do a side no. But here's the thing.
No
You're
teeth.
putting bored. Yep. It's the teeth. You're putting bored on your profile.
Yeah, like why are you here then?
And that's my thing is like, and I wrote something down. I think
They're
I was
like
really
bored but looking. It's like, well, what do you mean?
What makes you think I'm your entertainment? How cool or good are you if you can't keep yourself entertained?
Exactly.
And that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, why do you write bored? Or I really hate the ones that are like
Bored. It's like, okay,
bored. There's
go better yourself. Then.
well, there's also something else that's like
Bored.
not looking or something. And you're like, first of all, I hate the word looking. I know I've
I know, what does
discussed
that
before.
mean? Like,
I don't
what
like it. I don't
are
like
you
it.
looking for? Like, are you
Looking? I'm like, looking for
jerking
what?
off? Are you looking for sex?
Don't say looking to me. Also, yeah, there's a lot going on. In
Yeah,
Sniffies.
what
I
is
saw
it
a new
about?
profile, like it's called like top breeder. People are breeding now. That's what they're calling it. Yeah, it's. I'm
That
like,
just means when you come in the
you're a
ass.
whore. I'm not slut shaming, but it just means you like to spread your seed.
It's
I
not
think.
slut shaming to call people whores when they're whores. Like if you're a whore, you're a
Well,
whore.
no, and I'm not. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, it's like you're getting fucked by
You
everyone.
are who you are.
You're the reason Doxy Pep exists. Like
Literally, you're the reason why crabs are there.
you're the reason. Like when people just casually are like, and then I got gonorrhea and I got this and I had that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, people will always. Oh,
How many times? do you wanna get
2004.
that?
That's when I had the clap, and I'm like, okay, like that's what we used to call it. My friends would be like, well, you better be careful because you might get the like Courtney. It's Courtney. Like that group.
She's not wrong.
Then.
I admitted something to my trainer yesterday.
Oh, no.
I was like, because he was talking about. So my trainer doesn't like to eat pussy because of. I mean, you can imagine.
Well, why?
First of all, visualize it. Second of all, imagine the smell. Third of all, like imagine you've been out all night at the club dancing or doing things, and then you come home and you're supposed to eat the pussy. Like, there's absolutely not a chance in hell. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna happen.
It's not a good situation
Like,
for us.
It's like everything is just like
It's a
dripping
lot,
down to
yeah.
there to that point, and then
It's just a lot of
suctioning
moisture,
up.
a lot of
It's a lot of juices,
a lot of stuff.
Especially if you got her excited while she's at the club, and then some extra juices
First of
come
all,
out from
that
the
is
inside
Something I didn't realize I live with girls that they like come in their panties all day long.
all day long. The snail trail. So he was telling me about that, and I was like, he's like, plus, you know, they get UTIs because they like, you know, so many of them like their pee hole
yeast.
is like covered by everything else if they're overweight and everything. And I'm like, well, that's probably true, but even like skinny
Fat
girls get UTIs because like the pee hole is inside of things, like,
Right.
kind of. I think I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
It's not like outside like ours.
correct.
So,
Correct.
But then I told him, I was like, if I were a girl, I would make sure I were the hottest fucking girl only so that I could fuck men.
Right.
And then I started thinking about it. I think I would be a bigger whore as a straight girl than I would be as this.
You
Can you
absolutely-
imagine the amount of straight guys? You can go to Pint House and find a college guide anytime. At any age, because they like MILFs. Straight guys like
Right.
MILFs. They like young girls. They like skinny
You
girls.
just have to be cute, and that's also part of the problem.
Tiny little cute. Well, that's. But I'm saying I would
We're gonna
keep
get
myself
cinched to the
cute.
gods,
I
yeah.
would be Ozempic. I would be
Yeah.
I would be wearing a corset.
Plastic surgeries.
I would be anorexic. I mean, I'm not supporting
We're
eating
not supporting-
disorders,
and
but
we're
I'm
not supporting,
saying
like-
I'm saying we both would be.
We'd be sex workers if you will.
We would be fucking straight.
We would
men
want the
every
Johns to pull
other
us. We'd be
night.
like, yes, please.
Yeah,
we'll pay you.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
We're warming the bench, but not anymore, honey. We are in.
I just keep thinking to myself as a straight girl. I think I would be a whore. Sorry.
I would too. clearly.
Oh, can you imagine? Like,
Oh,
you
and
go
I
to
could
the
grab
beach.
my tits and be like, oh, fuck me.
Right.
Oh,
You can get a boob job and just get bigger tits for the guys.
God.
Like,
I'd shave my little tight pussy.
oh, yeah. There'd be no.
Honey, there'd be no residue.
Because all the creepy guys want young girls. So
Yeah, well-
you could get them all. You could
I
trick
would just,
all
like,
the
finger
straight men and be
I
like,
would probably be a gross girl.
fuck.
Like, can you imagine? Here's the
You
thing
would be
that's
a gross
fucked
girl.
up.
I know.
This
You
is
would be burping and farting. I'd be like, okay, we're not going to get any guys.
Actually, Rosewater girl, she's a farter.
Yes, she is.
Here's another high moment. High moment with Bobby. So, when you're like, think about a guy and like if they were at the pool like this, like just like fucking grabbing their dick and shit, most people would be like, that's so fucking, and all the girls would be like, they would not like it.
No.
But if a girl was doing that,
They would go nuts.
what would the reaction be? But also, like, can you imagine if women were like that all the time?
That'd be so funny.
It'd be interesting.
There'd be way too many babies because people would be fucking all the time.
Well,
If
they're
girls-
like, they would like scare the guys.
I mean,
You're gonna fuck me tonight.
yeah,
It's like,
literally. Well, they would scare the guys
Karen.
because the guys think they would
They want
all
the
have
chase.
erectile dysfunction. They would be like, oh my God, a strong, aggressive woman who wants,
Oh,
she's
they're
going to
so
fuck
panicked
me
about
later.
that.
Like, most of them would be panicked, like, oh God, I'm not in control. And it's like, yeah, you're not.
you never are.
You
by
never
the
are.
way.
We make you think
The
you are.
sub is always in charge.
What's
and that's,
that?
And that's on God. Because you think, don't, bitch, I'll fuck
I'm like,
you up.
listen,
But I'll let you think you can fuck me up. But you can't.
right.
Oh, that was like, I'm getting like.
You're getting sassy fucked.
Now, what I did think though, I was gonna. This is gonna be one of my topics, but it's
So
not.
you would be a hot girl.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would be. I think we'd both be.
Well, I would try, and even if I wasn't a hot girl, I would have I'd be
We'd
a
still
good
be
dick
fucking.
sucker.
Like,
right.
we'd still be.
I would be able to suck a dick faster
Honestly,
and
they
better.
don't. They like that too. Like, some men just want that.
Honestly, that's a lot of what people want.
You
It's
get
just
your
dick
tits out
sucking.
and you're like, oh, fucking come on my tits.
oh wow,
Yeah.
get your friend over here. And I'd have long
Literally.
nails. I would
Like,
always
you'd be
click.
like, oh, is that your friend too? Both of you come back.
But you know the little click noise, like
They're like, bro,
oh my god,
we're gonna come on our tits together. We would. I just want straight guys. Like,
I would have my nails so long
Yeah,
that
like,
the tip
I
would click
too.
as I'm jerking off.
They
like,
don't even understand. Like, it would be
be like,
snap, snap,
oh
snap.
fuck, yeah. Oh honey, I'm gonna those balls, baby.
Oh my God.
Let's be straight girls in our next life.
I'm trying to.
Can you imagine our
I'll
podcast
probably-
there? We'd be like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
we'd like call her daddy and we're like, fuck me.
Oh my God, my little tiny clit got big. okay.
My little pussy.
I had a clit erection.
My little pony.
My little pony would be the name of my pussy, probably.
Your little pony and I'd be a black beauty.
This is my little pony. Wait, with the nails you're picturing and everything, you might be a black beauty.
Or Mr. Ed.
Like, honestly, to be honest.
Honestly,
You're like
like
Meg
fun
the
fact.
Stallion.
Like fun fact, I only want to fuck black girls. If I ever fuck,
I know.
if I ever fuck a
They're
girl, like black girls are so attractive to me because
they are, yeah.
But yeah, because in my they are.
They are. It's
but
like,
what's crazy though is that in my
And they're
boy
just-
life though, it's like I want the ginger with freckles. But if I'm fucking pussy,
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be-
fuck a punani, honey. I want that pussy.
I love imagining you as that.
Ew. Well, actually, I'd be really good at it. Well,
You would.
Not according to some people. It's the worst night of their lives. I was a slut on the Ring camera.
Let me see.
Those are my new underwear.
Ooh, I like those. Wait, that's Amazon?
Yes.
Bobby's got an in.
I kind of feel like I'm about to.
You're entering a different phase. Your skinty whore summer phase.
Oh,
Like, it's the first day of spring. Like, it's happening.
This is the first time I've been ready for it to get warm in a long ass time.
There it is. There it is. Because normally last
Normally I'm
year
like,
we
oh,
were like, we want
no.
hoodie and jeans
Yeah,
weather.
like no. we're
I'm
losing-
ready to wear short shorts and cutoffs.
I am
this
ready to wear
summer.
no underwear and shorts and go to the
Oh, we
bar.
are, and we will.
And just we
Like, I'm talking
100%.
short shorts where when you sit down,
I
you
want
see
everybody
full cock.
And I don't know if this is part of a midlife crisis, maybe, but and maybe it is, and I don't really care.
Who
I just
cares?
feel like this is what happened to me before 30, is where I was just like, fuck it, I don't give.
That's
a
when I did
fuck.
too. I was like, okay.
So I'm kind of going to be a little reckless here the next couple months. So if you see me out, just know that I'm
I'm
growing.
gonna be a little reckless.
I'm a little wrecking
You already
ball.
were on St. Patrick's Day. I was like, what?
I was
I walked up. I'm
bad.
like, you're wearing mesh shorts, knee-high socks, like,
And I was like, let's
trainers
black
so you
out.
can
It's like-
run, and then like a tight shirt. I was like, okay, so we are,
living our fucking truth.
honey.
I was ready. But you know,
We need to make T-shirts that say "reckless" and like a nice script.
So I-
font,
Okay,
like a
let's do it.
brushstroke restless.
Let's do it.
Like Live, Laugh, Love font, but it's restless.
Restless or reckless? I'm like, wait, you
I'll
from
do
reckless to restless.
You'll be reckless. Because I'm more restless anyways.
Yeah,
I always
I'm
want to do
restful.
something different. And yeah, you're restful.
I'm like, let's lay down. And you're like, no. You're like, yeah, we should lay down. Oh, remember we got in a fight? Because apparently I don't know what gaslighting is. And that's fine.
Yeah, you don't.
And that's fine. I just need to make a comment.
Make a new word.
Oh, she's playing with her microphone again.
She's playing with her
No,
cord.
but maybe this should be my sundry.
Yeah,
sundries.
make a sundry definitions.
Here's the thing. Okay, so gaslighting to me is basically almost like influencing me to think that I'm doing a certain thing that's not right?
No, it would be like if you're like, I'm tired right now, and you're like, you're not tired. You haven't even been out that late. It's not that you can't be tired.
So I think what your zone is called the reverse.
Oh,
this is a reverse gaslight. This is more like a pilot light.
A reverse gaslight.
A reverse gaslight. You reverse gaslight because what you do is you basically will say to me, you try to beat me to the punch, and be like, instead of being like, me being like, yeah, I'm tired, and be like, oh no, you're not. You'll say, oh, but yeah, before I say anything, because you know it's coming. When you start sensing me,
I can look at you and I can tell he's like, he's ready for a
he's ready to go,
intermission.
right? And so then you'll look at your watch and be like, oh wow, yeah. So over 30 people, yeah, we should go to bed.
But I was speaking for myself too. Like I was done.
But to me,
I had an Uber.
To me, as my sundry.
Yeah, you listen. You're like, oh my God,
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you're gaslighting me into thinking what I was going to think. It's like you're guessing what I was going to say before I say it, even though I was going to say it because you know what I'm going to say.
That's called friendship. That's called, first of all.
Well, right,
that's called I know you.
Correct. But like you reverse gaslight, and that's going to be the name.
Maybe I'm reverse gaslighting you now.
Definition.
I love how Sean was sitting there like, that's not gaslighting. I'm like, okay.
And I'm just like, I don't know what's happening.
You're like, I'm being gaslit. Sean's like, no, you're not. That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. That would be gaslighting.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's if you really were being gaslit. Then Sean saying you're not being gaslit would be gaslighting.
But he's gaslighting me because I was being reverse gaslit. Okay, so the reverse gaslight is.
I love that technique. I'm gonna try it more often.
It's kind of a good technique. Like
it really works
because it almost makes.
It's called I have insight into people. Not you. But I just know from being friends, but I can tell other people too. Like when we're doing something, I'm like I asked that guy. You don't want to do that. Remember that David guy at Cavin's? We're sitting on the patio and I'm talking to both of them, and he like looked away. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, are you bored? I could tell he wanted to get up and leave, and he like said no, but I was like, well, you can go back over there. And then he did. Like less than 5 minutes later, I was like, see,
but that's the thing. Like
I can tell what you're trying to do.
Also, yeah,
it's a gift or not. I do pay attention to people,
but that's also that's the number 2 anagram. That's the helper.
I can tell I'm like, so where are they headed? What do they need? What are they trying to do?
How can I get them to the next level? Even if I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I need to set up I got to
get ready to say
so that it looks like I'm helping.
Like, don't worry, Bobby. We're all leaving. You can go home now.
Mm-hmm. That's the reverse gaslight.
No,
but then you did.
You wanted to.
No, but then you did.
I left. Yeah. So it wasn't gaslight. It was real. I was like, here we go.
The reverse gaslight.
We got to go home.
It's the reverse gaslight. It's you're going to tell me what I'm thinking, and I'm just going to go with it because I am thinking that.
You did.
And I did. And we slept well.
I know. I literally was in bed at 10:30. I was like, time to go to bed. I had Dairy Queen.
You can't tell me. I got up at 9 cannot and I wasn't hungover. Me that it's not better to get drunk as fuck in the afternoon.
It's way better.
I don't give a fuck.
You won't be hungover the next day. Like if you get drunk and stop at 8, you will not be hungover the next day. You can't.
And then if you want to keep going, then you have to wait till fucking midnight for people to show up and just dance around for 30 minutes and be like, Afties. No.
And you went to Afties. Like,
I'm done with the bars.
We all know what Afties is like. It's like
quesadillas.
I'm a drug-addled 30-year-old. It's like, okay.
The ones I go to, there's like quesadillas being made.
Oh, yeah, you went to the bear one. I forgot. That sounds good.
It's actually more fun than the bear one, probably.
That sounds like heaven.
Yours sounds like the one that you went to sounds like a Coke binge. That, like,
horrifying.
People want to be like they're the Godfather.
It
but
made me question. I was like, who's paying rent here? Like, I literally was like, is this someone's actual place, or are we just in like a brothel?
Well,
because like the guy kept coming up and down, getting fucked. He came down in like a jockstrap every time. I'm like, is there cum dripping out of you? Like,
you're like, are you cleaning up between?
They're all on
session?
meth or something. Like, I could tell. I was like, you're all tweaking. You all just want to fuck.
I don't like tweakers, and that's all I'll say about that.
I'm anti-meth. Like, if you're on meth, don't come around me.
Don't come near me.
Don't come near me.
And that's the problem with like these.
Just don't.
Yeah.
That's my sundry drugs. Like, I used to be like, well, it's fine. Everyone does their own thing. But the people who do their own thing and do all those drugs generally don't just keep them to themselves, and they try to influence you into doing them. And they act in terrible manipulative ways because they're addicted. So I'm tired of being around addicts. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's a disease and it's a health condition and it's like you're struggling with it and blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. Struggle with it then. Go to rehab again. I really don't care. I just am tired of taking care of addicts. Like, drug addicts need to stay out of my life.
It's tough because they're
AKA I need to keep them out of my life. But
well, and that's the helper problem.
And there's the helper problem where I'm like, oh, you just
do you need a place
friend?
to live for 4 weeks?
It's like, oh, everyone else has left you because they can't be friends with you because you're crazy. I can help that.
Oh, you're in the hospital. I'll go ahead and take it and get your mail and get your dog.
Literally. Oh yeah. When he was in rehab, I'm like, let me watch your dog for a month.
Which was preparing you for Penny.
Obviously, I loved it. But it's like, yeah. But also, like, why am I doing this stuff?
Right. And
I have to ask myself.
Yeah. And that's something you can work on.
And I could, or I could just get rid of all the drug addicts in the life.
Well, and honestly, I think, again, drugs are something that it can be a sensitive subject. And I know that some of us
struggle with addiction.
No, and it's true. It is really true. Like
I struggle with high blood pressure, but you don't see me blaming other people.
But I look at it like this, okay?
Oh.
I'm fat.
Okay. And you're going to blame other people for that?
No,
you're working on it on your own, and you're not a burden to everyone else.
I just think drug
addicts.
Well, they're trying to. Well, they're trying
trauma. I think they're trying to get you to join them, like all the time. It's
because they're bored.
Yeah, I know.
Well, because they want everybody to be fucked up.
I know.
But when I'm drunk, I want everybody to be drunk.
They can't live life sober.
Well, think about when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's
drink.
Right. It's how drugs are. It's terrible. Drugs are terrible for us.
Come be a horrifying and.
I can't stop thinking about alcohol as poison now.
Like, not good.
There's literally zero evidence, medical evidence, any study to show alcohol being beneficial.
Why the fuck would it? But
it's just like, oh.
It's basically changing we're like fucking ourselves up.
Yeah.
We're basically like saying, let's get our body to stop working for a second in certain ways so that way I feel good.
Better. Yeah, it's like, but
I don't. I'm just running from all my problems.
Like Sunday, I was literally sitting on the couch and I'm like, why am I more depressed today? Like I was more anxious, more depressed. I'm like, oh, it's Sunday scaries. And I was like, no, it's because I was really drunk yesterday.
Right.
And then I was fine Monday and I was like, I want to go to the gym and I'm having fun. And it's like, oh, because I'm not hungover / didn't drink the day before.
Right. And
so I'm worried about alcohol for me.
No, I'm seriously.
For everyone.
No,
I'm kind of like, even Sabrine's
good.
brought it up too. She's like, I have to stop drinking. I'm more depressed when I drink after I drink. Even if it's not a lot.
Seen these people who get sober and they're like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I'm so much happier now. Some of my friends, it's like, oh, they're like, oh, I would never go back to that. I was so miserable, and I'm like, but it didn't seem miserable at the time.
You seemed to have fun. That
seemed fun, but you're having a blast. Really, when you're an addict, I think. Yeah. You want people to join you because you're lonely and you're sad because you've gotten to a point where you need the drug more than you need anything else around you, and so you're just trying to you're trying to like not ask for help, but you just kind of want somebody to join you.
You want a friend. You need a friend.
You want friends. So
that's my sundry. Yeah. Stay away from me.
Well, just you don't have to stay away from me, but like let's talk about let's talk about treatment options. And I know it's easier said than done because again, like I said, I'm
still get phone calls from this treatment center, and I'm like, I don't talk to this person.
You're like,
stop calling me. I'm like, stop calling me. They're like, all right, well, we're just checking in to see. I'm like. It wasn't me calling. I was calling for someone, and I don't have that person in my life anymore. Stop calling me.
Yeah,
these treatment centers are like desperate for money, I guess, because they're like, "Come on, it's $30,000 for a month. Come on." I'm like, "What?" Like my friend couldn't afford your treatment place because you are so fucking expensive. That's why when these celebrities go to places in Malibu and stuff, I'm like, so they spent $200,000 and they're not even fixed. They're still doing the drugs. Like,
well, that's all. Yeah,
like I'm glad you had a fun yoga vacation in Malibu.
We're gonna send you to Malibu where you're gonna be on the beach and you're gonna have to work for 6 months.
Can you imagine what we would give to go there? I would love it.
I would do anything for a sabbatical.
They cook for you. You do therapy.
It's called
yoga.
a sabbatical, and I think honestly, if you haven't,
we need a sabbatical.
Here's what I think it is, and this is not. And I'm not saying. Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that pregnancy is easy by any fucking means.
It's a sabbatical. I'm sorry,
but I mean, you get to be with your baby, and like that's
12 weeks guaranteed.
Not at my work.
Well, actually, not guaranteed. Not at my work either.
I think ours is 6.
That's so sad.
Or
the rest of the world is like, yeah, you get 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
you get no, all of like the Scandinavians are like, yeah, you get a year off, completely like, paid. And also healthcare is free.
They pay higher taxes, but they don't have to do anything.
To be happy? Idiot. I'm like, to be happy?
Why do you want to make more money when you can just be like...
Americans don't realize we pay for it in other ways. We pay for it in our bad health. We pay for it in our depression from not having time off. We pay for it in our lack of communal relationships. We pay for it in
our
our
electricity
the fact that we have
bill,
to pay
and
for
our
insurance, and then we have a copay and a deductible.
We're paying.
We are
into
paying all of
something.
this stuff. It's just not in taxes. Like we still
Right.
pay it.
So if it came out on everybody's taxes,
We
you'd
pay for our
less.
cancer treatment.
You would pay less, honey.
We pay.
Think about what you pay for your private insurance, and if there was all public insurance, it was like what
Right.
government. You
It's
would pay
gone.
way less
We
than
pay
you
way
do
less.
a year now.
And you'd have better care. Every country that has
Yep. I don't want
healthcare for
I don't
everyone
want
has
to fucking
better
hear
healthcare.
it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Everyone that has it has better healthcare. I was watching YouTube videos last night and had to stop after 3 of foods that are banned in Europe but aren't banned here. And it's like, you do not want to
Zero.
watch. Don't watch it. Now, yeah, well, they don't allow aspartame. They have other sweeteners.
No, I
that
don't
are
think
allowed.
there's aspartame in there.
They
anymore.
have 0-calorie soda still because they have like, no, there still is.
No, I don't think there is. They took it out.
Check it. I just read it.
I swear to
was down.
God.
Remember how I'm trying to avoid artificial sweeteners? I was just downstairs reading it. But there are other ones that they allow. But there's a lot of foods that they don't allow any of these dyes that we know that cause cancer that we have.
Well, what's weird is like
Skittles. They can't sell Skittles there.
But let me tell you, I love a handful of Skittles. But can they just make them white?
The
then?
sour ones.
Do they have to like
though.
dye them?
Right. That's why I don't give.
Don't
a fuck
dye
if they're-
them. I don't give a fuck what their color is. Just
None of the kids would care either if they taste delicious and flavor. Like that's all we
I'm
care.
over it.
I know.
But let's worry about the trans kids.
Yeah.
And let's also worry about TikTok.
Let's make sure we ban TikTok.
Let's ban TikTok, but we don't have anything for anybody. So
And that's been another
And
episode of Not Well.
yeah, you can call us 614-721-5336. We really appreciate Michael calling us.
Yeah, thanks, Michael.
Michael, go ahead and message me. Thank you.
Also, thank you, Bulge Band.
Bulge Band, Eric, Bulge Band.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to be wearing my Bulge Band. Maybe on my.
I'm
Maybe I should
wearing
like.
it. If I
Maybe
go
we
out
should
this
like model
weekend-
it, and then we can have people.
Oh, we could put our cocks on his website.
Page.
Trim them up real nice.
Make them look real good.
Fluff, fluff,
And then,
fluff.
and then our listeners will be like, we want to go see their cocks, and they'll be so interested in the band. They'll buy the band. We will have a code. I think he actually was going to make me a code called
Let's
Not
fucking do
Well.
it.
Like it was just to be Not Well. So if you want to try it, I don't know if it's active or not, but
I'll try it.
I'll message him.
I need more. So
I just got some. I got a lot of horse stuff. Like I got a jockstrap, short shorts.
let me show you what I just got.
I got Bader Balm.
What's that?
I don't even know. That's
You're such a freak.
like I masturbate all the time. I literally haven't jerked off in like 2 weeks.
Same.
It's like I don't even come. It's like, what am I doing? I'm
It's
like,
been a while.
I don't wanna
I
come
told
because I
Matt
don't wanna
last night.
ruin
I
it.
was like, Matt, it's been a while. He's like, I know, but it's already bedtime. I'm like, oh no,
Bedtime.
we're old. This thing, and they have a straight guy demonstrating. It's called a spin stroker, where you put your dick in there and it just spins. And
oh,
on
that's
the
gonna make you come so fast.
It's gonna be quick.
This is my problem though, and this is what I'm scared of.
quick.
But that's what I'm scared of.
Coming quick.
Well, because
you're
then
an
it's like you
edger at
need
heart.
that though, but you need that then. Then that's
You
the
don't.
expectation.
No, you don't. You don't want because when you don't want to come quick, you won't want it. But like if you're just like, I need to go to bed, but I want to come. It's like really.
It's like weird. I don't have that feeling anymore. I remember I was
And
gonna
then you
say.
can do it every day. It works every day. You'll come even if you're not really horny. If
Actually,
you're
I've
not
come-
horny and you put that on, it'll
I've
come.
actually come not even that hard.
The vibrator one.
Yeah, when you're not even hard, you can almost come.
Oh, I know.
It's like
It's really bad.
what I was going to say was this morning, this is the closing story. Sorry, I just remembered. So this morning I went to go take my pill pack and I was like, wait, there's only 5 medications here, but there's
Cialis?
not Cialis. Where's my Prozac? So I'm like panicking. I go, this is a new box.
How many days without it?
So initially I thought it was 7. I'm like, I feel great, like honey. But then I was like, I'm not really coming and I'm not horny. So it's probably. So anyway, I was like, well, let me write them. All day long, I thought it was because I was not on. All day long, I thought it was, I was not on Prozac for a week, and like, oh my god, maybe I'll get off of it. Maybe I'll go on ketamine.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I thought about that the other day.
Yeah, well, the mushroom people wrote me, and I'm like kind of scared. I'm almost wondering, do we go
should
there
go.
in June?
Let's do it.
Like, do we go there and go do?
That would be a great journey.
Maybe you guys tell us where we should go, but like, we need to have a direct flight. I'm not doing connecting. I can't do it.
We need Alaska to Seattle. No, we could do to. Well, that's Washington. I don't know that there's a direct to Oregon.
I know. We'll have to see. Even
we could-
Boston or something. Like, I just don't want.
Yeah,
I don't
that's good.
want to go. I don't want to connect.
No, we don't want to have to connect.
I really don't. Like, because
Unless
it
we
makes
have
too
to.
much time. I know. It's too much time of the day. But anyway, so then I wrote Pill Pack at Amazon. I was like, hey, my pack says there's 6 on the cover, but like there was only 5. She's like, we wrote you and we wrote your doctor and told you that you'd be out a quarter of the way through. So basically today was only my first day without it.
Okay, good. I'm like, what the fuck?
But I'm like, I'm really recovering great. Like I've come
It's
off
only been a day. You're like,
literally,
okay.
it hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
But if I miss a dose, I'm miserable and terrible. I'm fucked up. I get a headache, nausea. Like I'm all bad. It's bad. I can tell, and that's how I tell.
Right.
Because I'll be on the couch and I'm like, why am I so fucking terrible today? And I go to I'm like, oh yeah.
I really just want to do ketamine though. I think ketamine.
Yeah,
they send it to your house and you like suck on it. There's a little pill too. They either nose or
we should just do that.
No,
take an extra spray and go have fun.
Little sniffies for the
I've never tried ketamine. That's one thing I think I would try.
I mean, I don't want to do it as a drug. I want to do it as like a connector.
Dosed out.
Yeah. Connect my brain cells again. Anyway, thank you for listening. Goodbye. Au revoir. Michael, write us.
Adios.
And tell us where we should go. In June.
In June.
I don't want to go to Montreal unless you can.